Needles. J-Dog back to answer more goddamn questions. And before we get to the goddamn questions, paid skis at the top, of course, goddamn it. I want to put a shout out / get me a fucking email, like email my ass. Don't be shy, goddamn it. So this is to you or anyone that knows him. Send this his way to Maniac Neil of Frightmare. He's in a bunch of other goddamn bands. Contact J-Dog at either the email in the description box. Self-explanatory. It's right there. Just copy and paste it, goddammit. Again, it's me that runs it. No secretary, no corporate business. Not we're going to hit the fucking dog through text and let him know. And then if he gets back to us, we'll let you know. None of that. Directly me. I reply to fucking emails 7 days a week, 365 days a year. If you didn't get a reply within 24 hours, that means I didn't get the goddamn email. Simple as that. Got approval for the Frightmare vinyls from Razorback Records. Sent over the goddamn contract. That's all done. We got the files and everything, so we're good to go. What I want is the lyrics for Midnight Murder Mania. They were never printed, and I asked Razorback Records. They said they never had the lyrics, never got them. So I'm assuming Maniac Neil, you sang the goddamn songs. You have to either A, you have the lyrics somewhere, or B, if you want to be a real goddamn go-getter, if you don't have them, you can do shit. I'm wearing the goddamn shirt too. Desecration. By the goddamn way. Look at this goddamn Gore and Perversion. Original goddamn artwork t-shirt. Got fucking approval for that too. Coming out on Hells. It'll be 2025. So the Frightmares by the time everything's done. 2025. Desecration. London, England. Well, from goddamn England. I hear they get pissed if you say that from certain areas. From goddamn England. Already got the files. Ollie Jones is a goddamn go-getter. He doesn't dick around. We put out Murder of Mine in 2003, 5, something like that, years ago. Before half you jojos watching were even goddamn born. First album, original recording, not the Gore and Perversion 2. This is with the band cover art, the cover that they literally got, the cover and lyrics that they got arrested for, literally, and all this shit was confiscated and destroyed. We are doing a 12-inch vinyl LP of it. Already got all the goddamn materials. However, so what I'm getting at to Maniac goddamn Neil is when we put out Murder in Mind by Desecration, the lyrics were never printed, ever. It was just put out on a CD. And the reason they didn't print them is because they got arrested for this first record, partially because the lyrics were so grotesque. Ollie Jones being a goddamn go-getter, back then what he did is he sat down, listened to the goddamn album over and over again and wrote all the lyrics down. He's like, I didn't have them still. He's like, but I can figure out. Now, I think from what he said, he's like, there were some parts I could not figure out. I can't remember. He's like, but it's like 90% there. So if you're up for that, goddamn Maniac Neil, if you want a cool-ass fucking LP release, the original, Dog owns it, of course, goddamn it, is okay, I guess. It's just printed in a sleeve in there with a, logo and a piece of artwork. So ours will be much goddamn cooler, but it'll especially be cool if the lyrics can be included for the very first time ever. So hit me the fuck up, even if like, well, don't pull this shit either. Like, I don't got them. I'm not doing it. Okay, well, tell me that just so that way I know, so that way I can proceed with doing the layout because that's what I need for the layouts to do it. And Neil, if you have any cool ass Frightmare photos or any of the other boys too, don't be shy. You can ask them. Any of the other guys. I don't know if your mom went to the shows or whatever and took some goddamn photos, cool ass photos from both albums. We're doing both albums in vinyl. So the second album's never been on vinyl ever. So we're doing that too, goddammit. But unreleased photos that weren't used in the CDs, if you have them, that'd be cool too. Let's make this a goddamn cool looking ass fucking release. So any of you that know Neil, because I highly doubt he watches my shit, probably doesn't even know who the fuck I am, send this the fuck on over to him. And then I'm expecting you, Neil, email me the fuck back. Don't be shy, brah. I'm nice. Don't let the goddamn serial killer looking ass fucking face fool you. Dog don't bite, goddammit. So let me know, homie. Dog's pumped. Anyways, on to the goddamn questions. First goddamn paid question from I'm sure I'm gonna butcher the fuck out of this. Tyoma Romanov. The fuck you from? Does it say in here? It's from Israel, goddammit. It's Israel up in the goddamn house. First time paid ski from Archie the Tanker. Archie the Tanker in the goddamn house. Not sure if that's a band or what the fuck it is. But in 2014, Rigor Mortis from Texas were releasing their album Slaves to the Grave. Yep. Dog owns it, of course. They were raising money to print the album themselves because Axeman Mike Scotia had passed away before finishing the production. Oh, what did he die at that point? I knew he died around the time, but I couldn't remember if it was before or right after the album came out. They had crowdfunding merch packs they sold, and I got the $100 package that included the signed CD, T-shirt, flask, shot glass sticker, and mentioned the credits. That's cool. So you got the goddamn collectible package. I guess they only thought people from USA listened to them because there was no shipping costs added, and I ended up getting this entire package for exactly $100 shipped to Israel. I think they didn't like it because after my order, shipping cost was added on the site, and they misspelled my name in the credits. Your opinion on this band, J-Dog? Well, first time goddamn paid skier, probably means you have got to catch up on that back catalog, because I've definitely goddamn talked about them. Rigor Mortis, the self-titled Rigor Mortis, their debut album, is hands down one of the greatest thrash albums of all fucking time that nobody ever brings up. It is definitely in my top 10 thrash albums of all fucking time. It is fucking better than smokes every goddamn Megadeth album, for sure. Matter of fact, I like it more than every Metallica album. Do you like it more than Kill 'Em All? I personally do. Now is Kill 'Em All a more goddamn influential album, more important metal album? Paved the way for metal? Yeah, of course. I'm not saying that. But for me personally, what do I enjoy more? What do I listen to more often to this day? Metallica Kill 'Em All, which is my favorite Metallica album. And not saying that just to be that guy, it just flat out is. I'll tell you what I like and what I fucking don't like. Rigor Mortis self-titled on the first album is I definitely like that better. Definitely smokes every goddamn Megadeth album, in my humble ass fucking opinion. So not only that, I would say the two thrash records that are in the my all-time favorite top 10, and two thrash records that you never hear anybody else bring up in top 10 or almighty. People like them, obviously. Not saying these are just some obscure picks. What does Dumbo think? These are popular bands. What the fuck? I'm not saying they're not. But I'm just saying you will never hear people putting in their top 10. It's always going to be the Slayers, Megadeths, Metallicas, Anthraxes, the Sodoms, Creators, Destructions. It's always the standard shit. Always. And maybe they'll throw in a goddamn curveball in once in a goddamn blue moon. These two for sure are my top 10, and they both blow every goddamn every Metallica and every goddamn Megadeth away. I'm not going to go as far as saying beating Show No Mercy, because I don't think they quite do that, but they're close. They're duking it out. They're in there. Show No Mercy in the top 10 is probably number one. Sacred Reich Ignorance and Rigor Mortis, without a doubt. Then, because you asked about that album, that comeback album, I liked Freaks, the demo, the 86 demo, and then that comeback album, I did like it. Flesh for Flies is on there. That's good. The whole album was good. The only thing I didn't like about it was the last track was a little dragged out. It's not a bad song. It's just kind of a little bit. Let's cut this down to 3 minutes, Rob Ross. It's a little bit unnecessary. All in all, it was a good record, and I was surprised because when it was coming out, I'm like, Jesus, fuck, this is gonna suck a fat fucking dick with a massive fucking load blown in the goddamn fucking mouth. Surprised I even listened to it, because a lot of stuff, like for example, New Morbid Satan shit's out. I mean, I might put on the player, but people asked, "What do you think?" Never listened to it. Maybe I will. It's kind of like if Demolition Hammer puts out a new album, will I even listen to it? Probably not, to be honest with you. Kind of don't care, because nothing against those particular bands. It's just because usually the comeback shit sucks. There's exceptions. That Rigor Mortis is one of the exceptions. Pentagram Chili, when they came back, they did their first album ever. That was really good. And Possessed, the comeback album, I thought that was really good. Those three are the only. Oh, Angel Corpse of Lucifer and Lightning. They were gone. They were gone. Then we're back. That was good. Although it was a downgrade, it was nowhere near as good as The Inexorable. That was kind of hard to top. That's your best goddamn album, my goddamn book. But I did like that. There's not too many. Most comeback shit is fucking shit sucks, or it's lame as fucking piss. But Slaves of the Grave, I thought it was yeah, a good album. Now is it as good as the debut? Fuck no, but it is a good record still. And the dog owns it, LP and CD. In case you happen to give a fuck. This is in between paid skis. I'm not sure if there's a paid ski or a goddamn order question and market, but let's get down and then so we got one more page on the page. Throw this goddamn page out. But it's from Sean Yeager. Can't remember if it's paid or God not, but nonetheless, it's a good goddamn answer. J Dog, your favorite, a hypothetical question. Yeah, the scenarios that'll never fucking happen. So I know you never learned an instrument and joined a band, but if you had decided to join a band back in the day, or if you were to join one nowadays, what instrument do you think you would gravitate towards, including vocals? Thanks ahead of time, homie. Yeah, I pretty much answered this before. It'd be vocals. I don't think anything else I would have the patience to want to learn. And I not only do I not have the patience, I just don't have the interest. So vocals, what I would try to do is I would try to imitate something cool. Whatever I can get closest to. What I would do is I would record it, go on there and try to impersonate different stuff. Maybe like Glenn Benton's vocals from the first Deicide, maybe something like Putrefaction, Painful Death, stuff that doesn't is not the norm because I'm not going to come up with, no matter what I come up with, it's not going to be original anyways. So I'm going to try to come up with something that's I'm a huge fan of. It's like, well, why doesn't anybody else goddamn sound like this? Do those type of vocals, and whoever I got the closest to or sounded the best and the most original. I mean, come on, dude. If you're just gonna do another band, it's like it sounds like Grave. It sounds like fucking just low brutal vocals like incantation or something. What is the goddamn fucking point? All that shit just blurs together. Like there's just so many clones of that. How many people try to imitate Frank Mullen? I mean, it's insane. Like at this point, I mean, after Discords California, there's a lot of fucking those guttural bands that sound like Matty Wade. What's the goddamn point? I was like, it's just this again, and it just all blurs together. So vocals, and that would be my goal. See who can I get the closest to that sounds the goddamn coolest, and then re-listening it back. Even if it wasn't as close, like fuck, this don't sound too much like anybody else out there, and it sounds kind of cool. I would go with that for that reason. Robert Green, paid question. The second most paid ski sent of anyone. Tommy B. Becker's, from what I understand, is in the goddamn league. Granted, I didn't tally it up, but goddamn. What's up, J Dog? I heard my buddy is sitting 2 rows behind. Oh, so he sent me this while I was still out in goddamn Texas. That's how behind I am. A couple days or so. Heard my buddy is sitting 2 rows behind you on the plane right now. It's not too late. It is. Can I bug you to turn around and ask him, what's heavier than Pantera? Cheers. Yeah, I met him, but I didn't realize he was sitting behind the plane, but I talked to him on the, out in the, just waiting for our goddamn plane. Him and there was two guys. I forget their names. They told me their goddamn names. Dude, I met so many people. I mean, at Hell's Heroes, I met the most amount of people ever as far as people coming up and asking for a photo. It had to been, for sure, no doubt about it, more than 50 people asked to take a photo. At the very least 50. And if someone told me it was 100, like if someone kept counting it was 100, I'd believe it. It was fucking ridiculous. The minute I walked in the door, I had literally 5 people. Within 60 seconds, I walked in. I'm like, Jesus, fuck. So, which was cool. But by the end of the night, yeah, my especially after doing the attic interview then too. So I was talking all goddamn night. My throat was definitely sore. I didn't lose my voice like I did in Maryland Death Fest. I couldn't talk to the guys in Disaster, which was embarrassing as fuck, which is what I'm going to bring up a goddamn story in my goddamn interview when I get that goddamn interview. Mental motherfucking threat. That's the goddamn plan. That was embarrassing as shit. Like when I say I lost my voice, it wasn't like, it was hard to talk. No, I literally had zero voice, sounded like a fucking mute from talking the whole time. That didn't happen while my fucking voice was hurting. But that was the most amount of people. But then I met, yeah, because people told me their names and shit. I can't remember them all. There was 2 dudes that I was sitting with. I think you were talking about the blonde hair dude. He's wearing like a Morbid Angel hoodie. I think that was your buddy. Told me his name. Was it Wyatt or I forget. Like I said, met so many goddamn people. But yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. So talked to him prior at that, and then I guess he was sitting out behind me on the plane. Yeah, I wasn't really paying attention. Dude, when I'm on the plane, I'm kind of just like being forward. I've never even gotten up to take a piss on a fucking plane. Just because I'm so like kind of just sitting there stiff as a board because I get motion sickness super fucking easy. So I just put my headphones on and just don't even want to talk to your ass. Like when I say talk to you, I don't even want to talk to fucking Elkhead. I don't want to talk to nobody because the slightest movement and shit, I get a fucking headache. Um, so yeah, I wasn't paying attention. It was behind me, but hung out with them in the goddamn whatever the fuck that goddamn area, terminal area, whatever the fuck it's goddamn called. At your goddamn gate. White grumbles. Paid question. Not a question. J Dog, it was a thrill meeting you at Hell's Heroes. Okay, see, the goddamn Hell's Heroes. And speaking of fucking Hell's Heroes, yeah, I saw somebody sent to me the Drucifer, shout out to goddamn Drucifer at Hell's Heroes. He sent out a video. He's like, people are asking, yeah, did you meet J Dog? I didn't see him all night. Jesus fuck, bro. How many beers in were you? I understand there were a lot of people because I didn't see it either, but it's a little fucking unfair. I don't really know what you look like. You always got a goddamn a beanie on and sunglasses. So unless you're dressed just like that, I wasn't going to recognize you. You know what the fuck I look like. This face don't goddamn change. It's the ugliest one in the goddamn entire goddamn club, so you'd recognize it. If you didn't see me walking around, because there was shitloads of people and it was spread out, you said you watched Attic. I was right kind of like toward the center front. Me and El can't stand there. I was there 5 to 8 minutes before they started, wanted to catch every goddamn second, and I was there until they were done. The last goddamn note. I was in the room the whole goddamn time. I mean, the room had a good amount of people, but it wasn't completely, unless you were standing off a way fucking far off. How the hell did you miss me, goddamn it? Everyone else fucking found me. So, dog was there. Gonna come up and say hi. But, might be there next year. Depends on the goddamn lineup, etc. So we'll see. I was a dude wearing "If you don't like Deicide" shirt, ask for a picture. You know what? It's funny you say this. So this is the guy named Wyatt. That's why I knew somebody's named Wyatt. Yes, I do remember you because not only do I remember you because you're wearing a goddamn dog slogan shirt. Best goddamn people for sure. Um, I remember you also too because I think you were the very first person that came up to me the minute I walked in the door. If you weren't the first, I think you were the second. But like I said, that first 60 seconds I came up, I walked to the goddamn door. It was 5 people and you were one of them, but I think you were the very first. If not first, second for sure. So yes, I do remember you. By the way, I'm the one who sent the $50 appreciation message a couple of weeks ago. Hope you had a killer time. Jesus fuck, my kind of goddamn homie. $50 tip. Got a J Dog slogan shirt. Sends in another goddamn paid ski and comes up to the dog in person. Found him no problem within seconds and asked for a goddamn photo. My kind of devil. Joka, paid question. Hey J Dog, just want to stop and support channel. I missed February. Oh, you mean what did you say? Your name looks very familiar. What do you send a pay ski every month? So sending 20, perfectly okay with me, homie. Sending 20 frog skins to support the dog so he can get jacked as fuck and keep snowballing those followers and crushing skulls. Trying, brah, fucking trying to stay as jacked as possible. The dog's working off 4 weeks after a major goddamn injury, first goddamn muscle tear ever. So, but it's healing, it's getting better and better. But yeah, training's been in the fucking shitter. So just been doing a lot of goddamn cardio so I don't fucking get fat as fuck at the same time. Still training, but there's a lot of shit I cannot fucking do. And been 4 weeks. It's a million times better than it was the first goddamn week. Probably in another 4, I should officially know where I stand. Am I fucked? Life in the shitter to where I have a permanent new set point, so where it's like you can no longer be the same as you were prior, or 4 weeks back to normal. It's a flip of a coin. Talking to all the homeboys I know that had the same goddamn thing. Talked to an actual surgeon. It's flipping a coin, 50-50. Seems to be more so they think that I think you'll be back to normal by that. So hopefully we'll goddamn see. But yeah, dog's down but not out. He's pushing through though, goddamn it. Been working on my music a lot, so we'll have to catch up on episodes. Haven't been on social media or internet much. Your show on YouTube is really my go-to for internet, maybe. Pornhub once in a while. Probably more than once in a while. You mean daily. Just kidding. You ain't kidding, homeboy. You put paid question, goddammit. How in the hell do you think of a cool band these names these days? I mean, Satanic War Master's already taken. What the fuck's left? I mean, for me, I would for cool names, yeah, a lot of shit's taken. I would try to do shit that would be kind of offensive in modern times. again, I would try to be like the Deicide was in the early 90s. How was shocking, Glenn, the inverted cross brand his foreheads, the Norwegian scene with the church purging, shocking. Cannibal Corpse, the covers, they were literally banned in Germany. Anyone that comes in here saying they fucking stupid, that's not offensive. Nobody cares now. I'm saying in 1991, 1992, the whole Al Gore thing, or who was it that talked about Cannibal and talked about they're offensive, they're banned in Germany, all that shit. I'd try to take it back to those days and make it shocking again. So I would go on something along those. Maybe, how much I hate politics. Maybe something like "fuck your flag." That'd piss a lot of guys off because what flag are we talking about? Everybody, yeah, don't, what is it? Don't stomp on my flag or stupid shit. And half the idiots that say that, it's like, what are you talking about, dude? You're anti-American yourself. You want to cancel guys, and if you want to cancel anyone for any type of speech whatsoever, anything, I don't care if it's hate speech because that's freedom, then you are anti-American. You just are by default. You're anti-freedom of speech, for anti-freedom of expression. The only thing someone should be canceled, thrown out, and destroyed is if they are physically committing violent acts on another person or animals, things like that. If they're committing heinous acts, actually doing it, not singing about it, not talking about it, not disliking somebody because color of skin, race, creed, religion, whatever, that's all fair game, whether you disagree with it or not, because that's freedom of speech, freedom of expression. That's why I would like to jab at those. A lot of times, that's those guys. Greatest country in the world. It's like, you don't even believe what it fucking stands for, you fucking dumbass. And you're trying to fucking cancel what it is. Just like any of these clubs, I'm not going to shout anything out, that's not letting, don't want to say too much, I don't know, we're stepping on toes. Any clubs out there put on metal shows that are not letting certain events happen because I won't let so and so play my club, automatically that club needs to be just thrown out and destroyed, burned down to the ground. Anti-American business. They may as well, on the front of their fucking business, be burning American flags. It is no different to me. What do you mean? You don't believe in a band that's allowed to have freedom of speech? You're allowed to not like them. Money's money, brah, brah, and you're a fucking business. You're, you're in this for, a business, hence capitalism, democracy, everything. But yeah, I don't believe in freedom of speech. Well, no, I do believe in freedom of speech. Well, no, you don't. No, you fucking don't. It's not freedom of just what you deem is okay. It's freedom for all of us to be able to say whatever the fuck we want, even the shit we don't want to hear. And that is another reason I don't block people's comments or anything. Say what you want. People even make fun of me. I keep it in there. You're absolutely allowed to fucking say it. That is your fucking right. Even the people, the dummies that say completely stupid shit, well, it's not making, but their opinions is completely wrong and dumb, they're entitled to their opinion then. But I'm entitled to make fun of them and not agree with it. So that's as far as band names, to answer your question, I would go with something along those lines because, Metal's for the devil and shit like that. I agree. And I like the, brutal shit with the gore and stuff like that and stuff like, Exhumed, looking at the early gore metal covers and shit like that. That's awesome. I love all that stuff, but it's been done a million times. And I want to stir up. And not to mention, if you want to get some attention, again, look at the bands that do the Goat Moons, the Satanic War Masters, the Grand Blouses, Keys, the Argos, Slints, etc., etc. They're controversial. That's why they get fucking that's why they get attention. That's why if they play a show, the attendance will be big. What it is. So hence, play some good songs, and if you're to really stir shit up, you're going to be probably a little bit more successful band for some understandable reasons too, as long as the music's good, because you're standing out. I mean, just to singing about chopping up children again and fucking, pissing on Christians, yeah, that fits the bill metal wise. It's like, but your band number 10,001 to do that. It's like kind of like, who cares? You know what I mean? It's already been done. Stick with the goddamn the greats, the classics that did that. Well, why do we need another band? What are you bringing to the table? It's like when I see that shit, it's most of the time, again, unless they have really standout songs, I'm just, why do I need you? I could just go back to fucking 93 and there's probably somebody that did it better than you then. What are you bringing to the table? Why do I need this? So that would be something kind of new that, I mean, I shouldn't say new. I'm sure somebody's kind of doing it. I mean, Kill Division is probably the closest band I could think of, which was fantastic. Basically post Hate Plow. Kill Division did it, and like songs like Finn the Herd. It's obviously about the vax and shit like that. But it wasn't a stance side. They're kind of like, it's in the drawn down the middle. You can draw your own conclusion, like, oh, the government shit, they're purposely trying to kill people, or they're almost saying it like, then you can also take in the context of look in the eyes of an artist. Well, then the herd, like, oh, it's a good thing. Humanity sucks. Let's get rid of them. So it's like that down the line, just like Merciful Fate Evil. You can read it and be like, oh shit, therefore necrophilia. Or in King Diamond's eye, what are you talking about? That's not what I was fucking saying. I was saying without evil acts, there is no good. It can no it cannot be defined. So lyrics like that are cool too, to where it's up to the listener to decipher what they mean. And so, as far as the offensive shit in current times, the only band I like, I should say, and that I heard, because I'm sure there's somebody else doing it. It's not many, because I haven't seen a ton doing it, but the only one that I'm aware of and that I actually enjoyed was Kill Division. So, not saying to be super original, but that's be hell a lot more original than goddamn. Let's do goddamn Suffocation again. That's for goddamn fucking sure. So, that's what I would goddamn do, and names along those lines that would kind of fit that, but like get people turning their heads, huh? That type of shit. Come squish the energy as we do. When the got my scares in the morning later, goddamn it.